I used to wish upon a star, but stars can't hear, they're much too far. Instead I've learned to wish upon a star.
Hey beautiful soul stars, welcome into Starlight, Starbright, Oracle and Tarot. I hope you're all well. Love, light and blessings to each and every one of you. And thank you for viewing, and thank you for those people who are subscribing and hitting that like button. Thank you so much, it's much appreciated to help the channel grow. Okay, so the message I meditated on this morning, or received this morning, was the universe is trying to bring success and abundance into your life. But there are barriers. There is a barrier to this, and we need to find out what that is. Yeah, you seem to be working really hard and getting kind of nowhere. I think you need to take a step back. You don't need to work as hard or to push as hard within yourself. You need to relax and enjoy what you're doing, which isn't always easy when we have a job we don't like. I understand that fully. Maybe it's time for a new path. Okay, so let's find out what this is all about. So the universe, what was that? Oh, helpful person. Someone wants to help you. The universe wants to help you. The universe is bringing you together with someone else to help you move forward. Perhaps you feel a little bit alone in it all, or maybe you can't trust anyone. There are three mermaids here, which is significant of the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups of three phases of your life. Possibly three friends. It's joy, it's celebration, it's coming together, collaboration as well. But this is from the heart. You've really wanted something or someone to come in and help you in some way, to help you, to give you a little bit of direction, or probably some positive thinking, affirmations, someone to share your life with, whether that be friends, family or loved ones. So somebody wants to help you. Think of who that might be and initiate contact. Now, don't initiate contact with people who don't treat you well. So perhaps you have met someone, or perhaps you've just been seeing someone in passing. Perhaps ask them for their phone number and make contact. Maybe a get-together, a celebration, a party of some kind. So a helpful person's definitely coming your way if that's been a block for you. Sometimes it's hard to be motivated when we don't have someone to share our lives with, or to share in our business, or whatever that is. Yeah. Thank you. We'll get 6 of these. This person could be an expert in the field. Consultant expert just popped out. We'll get a few more. You're needing to wait. Sick of waiting, I'm getting. Like, you're tired of wait. You feel like you're waiting. The thing is that you should never be waiting for anything. You should be continuing to do things. Have a look at the reading that I did yesterday, and what you need to do to clear out negative energy and continue to work on yourself. So no waiting, but no forcing anything either. Sometimes we just have to be patient. Okay, perhaps a patient, yes, an expert. Perhaps you are a patient or work in the medical field, or someone around you does. And ready, set, go. That's beautiful. Okay. So helpful person, we've discussed that. And what's on the bottom? Oh, a break free is coming. So a break free, I'm going to take that card because that's lovely too. The dolphins. These are lovely cards. These are Doreen Virtue. Magical mermaids and dolphins. She used to be the queen of oracle cards. So consultant expert, more information is needed. Contact someone with expertise in the area. So success and abundance for you at the moment is dependent on getting more information. It's dependent on consulting an expert. Perhaps you want to move forward in some way, but you just don't know how. So there could be something here to do with counseling as well. But then it says, wait, don't rush into action right now. Bide your time for better results. So you're needing to put it out there, possibly consulting an expert, but then taking your own time to make up your own mind. This has to come from you, but it also is the divine, the universe, the angels and ancestors, the all trying to contact you, trying to help you move forward. And you need to take some quiet time, meditational time, to listen to your intuition. You have to still your mind, is what I'm getting as well. The mind really can put us into confusion when we overthink, or we start thinking negative thoughts. We think that we're not good enough. As soon as you think of an idea, all the negative reasons why you shouldn't be doing it or can't do it come in. So also people around you, if you have an idea or if you're going forward with something, or you need to keep it a little bit quiet until it manifests for you, or starts to manifest for you, because you may be talking to people as well who maybe aren't thinking that kindly of you, unfortunately. And they're everywhere, people, they don't like the look of your face, and that's enough for them. Bye to you guys. So when people don't think positively about you, or they speak negatively about you, that adds to a block as well. They can block your movement forward. So there's something here too about knowing that you're protected from the words and evil and bad intentions of others, and to send those back to sender is what I'm getting. So you're needing to stay optimistic. So you're probably going through something that's a bit challenging at the moment. There could be something here to do with illness, but it's actually going to improve. Your health is going to improve with this Ready, Set, Go and the Break Free card. So your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. And this is actually scientifically proven and analysed to death, that people give up just as they're, just like this card says. It's just like when it becomes the most difficult, when you just feel like, God, I can't push myself anymore, I can't keep going. But don't force yourself, take some time. Wait is a timing card. Take some time. There's no rush here. So that's what I was going to say. It's like running a marathon. Some people don't make it to the end. Some people, you wonder how they ever got there, as if they were floating on air the whole way. And then others who just collapse as they get over the finishing line. But then there are others who somebody goes back, and it's a beautiful idea, isn't it? You've seen it in the Olympics. People go back and lift you up and put your arm around their shoulder and carry you to the end. This is what's happening for you. You are getting the right people coming in at the right time. But don't rush into anything either. You need to pay attention to red flags, because the dark forces may send decoys, people to get you off your path, people just to push you back into the dark. So use your discernment, everything you've learned so far in life, people taking advantage of you, people neglecting you, people leaving you behind in some way, betraying you, all of that. That's all for you to learn, because we all know when we meet people, we know straight away, but we're so needy for attention or friendship, or we're hopeful, and we don't pay attention to those red flags, and then don't we get into the world of trouble? That's when we get the hurts and the betrayals and all of that, because they're decoys sent by dark forces who are trying to put those blocks in our path. So yes, somebody's coming to help you over the line. It could simply be the divine angels. Pay attention, notice repetitious signs and your inner guidance. So that's what I said before, you need to take some time to connect with the divine, to attune with your path, with your spirit guides, to help guide you onto your path and to your path forward. Wow. Notice repetitious signs, right, as this can yield valuable information. So this is also, pay attention. Somebody's trying to tell you something. There's people or someone around you who's coming into your life, and it could just be somebody in a supermarket line, and they just say something to you that you just have that aha moment. So pay attention to what's being said, pay attention to what you need to do, and don't ignore the steps. This is very, very important. So, and the steps are, you need to take time for yourself. You need to think more positively. You need to get into gratitude affirmations. The best way to manifest anything is to write down all the things you're grateful for. And then in the evening, you could do that in the morning, and then in the evening you can write all the things that you have gratitude for that have happened that day, the smallest signs, the littlest things, and also the things that you could have done better today. But take, you might have just one or two things or three things. Some people write whole lists. Don't do that to yourself. That's punishment, self-punishment. But just take one thing today that you could have improved and work on that over the next 7 days. So small steps can make a huge difference in moving forward. So you're really waiting for more information. You're waiting for advice. You're waiting for a helpful person. And that's okay. You can wait. The breakthrough is coming very, very soon. But you do need to pay attention to what's being said to you, what people are saying, the signs, paying attention to your intuition and messages coming through. Ready, set, go. So you're being prepared. This was in yesterday's reading. You're being prepared. You don't want to fall into the same mistakes again. This is very big at the moment. We have to know that we've learned what we've needed to learn, that our karma is somehow complete. Doesn't mean you won't run into ups and downs, but nothing that you can't cope with or deal with. You need to move with grace and move with silence. Be a ninja, you need to be a ninja. Now is the perfect moment to dive in and embrace your heart's desire. So we have killer whales here with mermaids, the deep, deep blue, the ocean, beautiful. Perhaps you're needing a bit of a holiday. And in this card, there's the sky is purple, pink and blue. Not everybody can see that, when you see purple, pink and blue. And I'm not talking about the aurora. Is it the aurora they call it? Yeah. Aurora borealis, or whatever it is. Which is big at the moment because of the magnetic fields. But yeah, sometimes you look at the sky and you say to somebody, hey, look, can you see the pink and the blue? And and they're like, no. Yeah. That's a message, because you see the world differently, or you're going to. Everything's going to seem brighter. Everything's going to be illuminated to you. You're receiving illumination. And then break free. Try different ventures and experiences as a way to grow and learn. But I've got a feeling that's what you're stuck with. You're not really sure how to go forward with that. But basically that's saying you need to do something out of your comfort zone today. Breaking old habits, breaking old negative habits, and doing something nice for yourself today, or doing something a little bit different. Go to simple things like, instead of going to the same cafe every day, go to a different one, because you might meet somebody there who has some wisdom to impart to you or something to say to you. Maybe that hobby that you always thought you should do, or sport or whatever, it's time to do it. This is a repeat message in my last few readings. So let's find out about these barriers. So yeah, you're needing, or you just don't feel confident. You don't feel like you're an expert in something. You don't feel like you have anything of value. That's not true. You do. We all are an expert in something, and we need to become an expert in ourselves first, of course. But we're all expert at something. We're all good at something, and something that we enjoy. So there's a message there for you. And my bloody battery is going to go flat. Oh, the other one's charged, so if it just cuts off, that's why. So let's find out. Helpful person. The devil in reverse. Well, that's good. Coming out of old ways, coming out of bad habits, coming out of old temptations. All those people that tried to hold you back, all those dark forces, it's almost like the devils had to bow to you, because you are growing in light. You are important to the spiritual divine. You're important to God. You know, you're important as well. And you're coming out of all of these addictive phases, all of these addictive energies that have held you back and kept you down. You won't be falling into temptation again, is what I'm getting. You're saying no to that extra glass of wine, to that. And I'm back. Okay. Right. So, yeah, the devil in reverse. So, you know, you're coming out of hell, basically. You're coming out of a very dark time. That's what this is. You're no longer bound. You're cutting the ties that have bound you. You're being released from a difficult and dark period in your life, Capricorn energy. And Capricorns in negative energy can be very critical. They're perfectionists. Nothing's ever good enough. Doesn't matter how good you are, it's never good enough. You know, that's the negative energy of a Capricorn. Very nitpicky, passive aggressive, that kind of thing. So, you know, you're coming out away from people like that as well. But this is also ex-partners, karmic partners. It's an end to karma as far as partnerships are concerned. But you also need to be careful of what people say. Like, I went to a lawyer once, and I don't know, she looked at me in a strange way, and she says, oh, you know, the devil's in the details. And from that moment on, it was, I knew. I just thought, yeah, you're the devil. And yeah, you just said, I don't know, it's just what I thought at the time. So little things like that, and it stuck with me. And she wasn't nice at all. She wasn't a very nice person at all. So yeah, find yourself another lawyer is the message there. For, you know, you don't know why some people just are just like that. So helpful person. So yeah, the person that's coming in, the helpful people that are coming in, they're not toxic. It's no one from your past. It isn't ex-partners. That's why I think, I don't know if I actually said it because my mind wanders off all over the place. But it's like, oh, gone out of my mind completely. Maybe I'm not meant to say it. But, yeah, anyway, it's an end to toxic. Oh, that's right. It's like, make the first contact. Do not make the first contact with anyone that you've had a strained relationship with, or if you're in a strained relationship with someone, don't contact them, because they've got to learn to behave better as well. They need to come out of, you know, find a way out of their own toxic karma situation before they can come to you, is what I'm getting. The past is in the past and it needs to be left there. But this is something new. These are new people, and this is a repeat message in all my readings. So perhaps the person who's meant to hear it hasn't heard it yet. But yeah, you need to begin today. So, oh yeah, judgment. So, you know, the devil has been judged, and it is a time of judgment. It's a time of awakening. It's a time of rising up, vibrating high. So, and perhaps this is the thing, you know, these people who've misjudged you, like she completely misjudged me. She had no reason to put those vibes out there and treat me, you know, unworthily. But that was a sign to me to find someone else, that there's someone better. So as soon as you get a feeling that you're just not going to vibe with somebody, it's best to find someone else. I mean, I know sometimes you don't vibe with someone and later on they turn out to be your best friends, but that's not what's happening here, is what I'm getting. So they're coming under judgment as well. Yeah. So, you know, that's beautiful. There could, if there's people who've like accused you of things, that's all. They're being woken up to realize that a lot of the issues that you had with these people had really more to do with them than you. You may not have reacted well, because how can you react well when you're under so much pressure in your life? But you never said or did anything that you couldn't take back, or you never said or did anything that wasn't true as well. And look, we have a 9 of Pentacles, so there could be a strong, independent, feminine energy, Virgo energy, that you need to consult as well. But also you're having this glow up. You know, you're going to be very successful. Maybe you need to become an expert. Oh, look, I've got a mare. Like, as if she's wearing a mare. Like, I don't know why I'm getting mare. Like a female mare of somewhere. Or horse. I don't know. Yeah, so, you know, you are an expert. You could be like needing to go back to school, just getting more information to become that expert or to give you more confidence in being an expert. But there's advice here whether you're giving it or needing to receive it. But Nine of Pentacles tells me that, you know, reputation restored as well. You need to delve into, maybe do background checks if this is to do with law or money or anything like that, just to make sure that they are licensed and they are who they are. But you could also be applying for licenses and things like that and become an expert in some field. But yeah, let's just get more clarity on this. The Tower. So we have the Tower with consult an expert, leave the ego at the door. And that's Taurus energy as well. So yeah, there's a shake-up happening. It could be a company shake-up, that kind of thing happening. But yeah, it's also to humble us, like it's the Tower of Babel. I mean, I know what the Tower means, but I'm just trying to think I'm just listening. More information is needed. Contact someone with expertise in the area. It could be something to do with a building or your home, that kind of thing. Insurance. Something to do with insurance here, possibly, as well. I keep saying as well. I wish I'd stop saying that. Can I have clarity? I might just keep moving. We'll get a card for each card. Oh, Magician. What's here? We have stay optimistic. We have pay attention. We have ready, set, go. Oh. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles keeps popping. Oh, we'll put that on break free. The Seven of Pentacles keeps popping up all the time. More Taurus energy. And where's the little cards? Okay, so let's have a look at this Tower, please. Yeah, there could be a warning here, like an alarm. Like, listen to the alarm. There's an alarm bell going off in your head. The Hanged Man, being patient. A sacrifice has to be made. Ego. Yeah. There has to be there's a battle of wills, battle of ego here, and justice at the bottom. So everything coming into balance, divine justice as much as anything else, everything coming into balance. If you've had trouble with the law or with paperwork of any kind, or with a building or real estate, these sorts of things, yeah, you need to consult an expert. Also, yeah, somebody's got a big ego. You're needing to be patient, or you are a patient. Something wrong with your foot. Justice. I'm not getting a lot of information. Oh, and there's that Nine of Pentacles again. So yeah, reputation restored. With the Nine of Pentacles, it's independence, it's, you know, doing well in business. It's like giving up. You're going to give up the corporate job. You could actually lose your job and you think it's the end of the world, but this is going to set you off on a path of independence. Yeah, it's kind of like an epiphany, or there's something that's just going to shake. So much shaking going so much shake, rattle and roll. So much shaking going on. God, I hope it's not an earthquake. Earthquakes and tsunamis. I hope not. No more of those for people. They've had enough. And then the Six of Pentacles. So receiving payments. Cycles. It's an end to a cycle. The old ways have got to go. This is the block. But the divine is kind of clearing the path as well. Oh, stop saying as well. Yeah, the divine is clearing the path to your independence. 9. It's kind of like you've become an expert in something because of the life that you've been through. That kind of makes you an expert. I don't know. And we have the Magician here with weight. gifts and talents, major arcana again, being on stage, performance. Someone thinks an awful lot of themselves. There's a bit of a problem here with ego and somebody who thinks that, somebody's literally trying to catapult or destroy your reputation. Like, they've really worked hard to destroy your reputation, but this is to get you onto a path of enlightenment and get you onto a path of independence. If you've been working in large buildings and things like that, it's all about to fall. And also, you might be being removed from a situation that you think is unfair, that you've been targeted in some way, with the lightning bolts and everything, that you've been targeted in some way. But you've been removed from this situation because there's some kind of corruption going on. And the divine doesn't want you to be taken down with them all, like that kind of idea. So, but this is putting you onto a road of independence as well. It's also teaching you to be patient. You're going to have wealth and reputation restored. And then with the Six of Pentacles, you may have to take a decrease in money from 9 to 6. From 9 to 6, giving up the 9 to 5 or the 9 to 6. But cyclic payments. But there's generosity here. You might have to take payments for a while, and that's another thing to break down ego. Sometimes people are too proud to take handouts. But this is also telling me that, because this is a cycle of payments, so you're going to be paid for your expert advice. And then also with the Tower, it's like the roof's going to blow off something, because it's going to be something you're going to do is going to be so successful that it's going to be like blowing the roof off. There's channeling going on here. Maybe you're going to be a channel or on a channel. Because the Magician, you're gifted and you're talented and you have this magical energy, but also things are going on behind the scenes that you don't fully understand yet, so you need to wait. And the Magician is not always shady, especially in the upright. The Magician is very gifted and talented, but they have secret knowledge, don't they? And sometimes all is not what it seems with the Magician. That doesn't mean it's a bad thing. But there's something here to do with performance. Things are just going to take a little bit of time to get off the ground again, is what I'm getting. It's like, demolition. Your life, there's things are being completely demolished in your life so that you come onto a more spiritual path. But at the same time, you're also being moved because the structures that you normally work in or operate in, or people you normally work with or operate with, are corrupt. So you're being pushed away from the corruption because you're not corrupt. You're a person of good reputation, possibly higher education, these sorts of things. Doesn't matter, or you just, you know how to attract money. It's like you don't need to worry about money. So the Magician. And we have the Five of Cups. Wait, because you don't want to regret anything in the past. This could be to do with love as well. Don't rush into anything, is what this is saying. You need to bide your time. But somebody could be in regret to you. But also, like if you have a public profile, there could be people who are coming to you for your help, for your assistance, because the cups are all spilling towards the Magician. This could also be like, addiction and things like that needing to be given up. But healing energy, because the Magician's a healer as well. So there's healing here. If this is illness, or, you could work with people with illness. So, and there's Two of Cups is moving towards stay optimistic. So if you might be watching something and it makes you feel sad, or there's regrets here when it comes to love, but you still have 2 more opportunities for love in your future, but you need to make sure you're not going to attract the same type of people to you over and over again. So stay optimistic with Four of Cups. Yeah, more disappointments. So I think the area that's holding you back, our emotion, is love. You've had disappointments in love. You've also had your reputation tarnished. You've been through it. So there's Four of Cups here. But see, this is like somebody in the bushes. It's like an ambush. Somebody's in the bushes watching you, spying you. Yeah, there's somebody watching what you're doing. They're watching to see if you're sad without them. Or, yeah. So there could be somebody you've been here through difficulties with. It could actually have involved alcohol, like maybe you had a few drinks and you said things you shouldn't have said to this. But this person has an ego as well. But yeah, they're watching you. They're watching. They want you to reach out to them. And that's what I'm saying. You've got to be careful who you're reaching out to. I'm getting that you shouldn't really reach out to anyone unless they make the first move, regardless of what the angel card said. Yeah, they're wanting something from you. They're wanting a sign of love from you. If you're looking for a sign of love, you need to focus on yourself. Is what needs to be done. But see, these 3 cups are full. It's like somebody has more love than the other, more to give. You're needing to be generous with that 6 of Pentacles. Oh, look, the Wheel of Fortune's on the bottom. So things are about to get... Oh, look, there's the 5 of Cups again. We've got the 2 of Swords, which is kind of like blindsided, or you're not seeing what's coming. You can't make a decision. You feel stuck. And this is with pay attention. You need to take the goggles off. You need to take the blindfold off. You need to pay attention. Somebody... It could even be like somebody who like might be homeless and drunk or whatever, and they tell you some pearls of wisdom. It could be like somebody who's homeless could tell you something. So pay attention is what I'm getting to say to you. But yeah, the angels of here, Temperance. Somebody needs to give up alcohol for good. You need to make a promise to the divine that you'll never drink again and stick to it. But Temperance is balance. Bringing things into balance, but it's healing and health, angelic guidance. It's, you know, it's alchemy, the mixing of the waters. It's alchemy. 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land. So the angels are here to guide you. You need to listen. See, there's a fair bit of major arcana. You need to pay attention to what somebody needs to say to you, or perhaps someone's sorry. If somebody comes towards you who's sorry, they're waiting at the moment to see if you reach out to them, but if you reach out to them, they'll be arrogant. That's it. They'll be arrogant and want to be right. If you actually just leave them alone and wait, they'll come around. They will come around, but you need to you need to actively listen to what they need to say. They need to say something to you, and it's to do with love. It might not. Love can be anything. It can be families, partnerships, or a love interest. But we have the Wheel of Fortune here. So, you know, whatever's going on here, we stay optimistic. Whatever's going on here, things are about to change. Things are going to go in you. Everything's going in your favor. So the blocks that need to be removed is that you need to believe in your truth, like know your truth, because we know ourselves, we know our truth. So if there's something in there that needs to be addressed, then you need to address it. But really at the end of the day, you're kind of good to go because you haven't really done anything wrong. You had all these things happen to you as a learning experience so that you can become an expert in something. You know, you can come to understand, walk in other people's shoes by going through these difficulties and hardships. But the angels are clearing the way for you. So there's some forgiveness needed here. There's forgiveness needed here. Yeah. And then there's 5 of Wands, ready, set, go. Yeah, you're going to beat out the competition. Whatever you're going into, it's a competitive field. But this is solidarity in this deck. You know, they're all like, yeah. So you've got this audience and you're being cheered and admired, and you know, this is a good deck for the 5 of Wands. And 5 is change. So you're sort of like going from being, so you're going from being torn down to now being promoted because you had to learn a few things. Maybe you had to learn to be humble. 5 of Wands. Yeah, you're going to stand out in the crowd as well. Stand out above all others. Yeah, and we have, there's too many cards all falling out. Yeah, there could be somebody who's been wounded in a, like there's some kind of wounding. So you could actually be in the health industry. In this deck, it's like the wounded warrior coming for assistance and help. So being charitable as well. It could even be to do with war veterans and things like that, or somebody who's being hurt because of a conflict, like this person's had a blow to the head. And then we have the 7 of Pentacles again. So reaping what you've sown is really like karma, instant karma is becoming a thing. So, and 6 of Swords, moving away from the conflict, from difficulties towards abundance, towards your break free. You need to get ready to go. You might actually find yourself in a hostile, like if you're in a hostile environment, it's time to leave with the 6 of Swords. And you're going to exchange one thing of value, like let's say you have a $700,000 house, you'll buy one of the same value, or something's of the same value, going from a 7 of Pentacles to a 7 of Pentacles. So it doesn't matter where you go, you're going to have the comfort you need, because Taurus is about comfort. You know, Tauruses love comfort, and the Sun. So you could be moving somewhere warm or going on a holiday, and you're being given the strength to do this, away from all the people who try to sabotage you. So this is kind of like a repeat reading. You could be going to visit someone, somebody, you know, somebody from your family or a soulmate, soul tribe. Yeah, there's no growth where you are right now. That's it. You're kind of stagnating and waiting. So you need more information. You have a helpful person or people coming. You'll find the right people. Whatever you're doing, you're going to find the right people, whether it's business, whether it's health, whether it's buying a new home or renting, you know, moving to a new rental. Moving to a new, you'll find the right people. Yeah, everything, a lot of major arcana here. The wheel's turning in your favour, so be optimistic. I think you're kind of too busy looking at the past, reflecting the back, sad about not feeling loved, failed relationships, difficulties in these areas. This is all holding you back. You need to let go of all of that, is what's being asked of you here. Because you have judgment, so ascension, awakening. You're being released from, you know, from toxic energies. The 9 of Pentacles, independent in business. So, you know, you also need to keep your money to yourself in future. If you do have partners and friends coming in, you need to have separate bank accounts. Don't go into joint ventures. It's a solidarity here. It could even be a business to do with spiritual work, yoga and all those sorts of things, you know, mentorships and anything spiritual, basically, spiritually based. You could actually literally end up on stage where there's drinking, in drinking venues. Performance, yeah. You could go into performing or managing performers or something like that. And look, forgiveness on the bottom. So yeah, forgiveness is needed. So, needing to surrender, surrendering to the divine. Just let it all go. Surrender it all. Drop the ego. Just know that all is going to be well. And look, forgiveness came up again. So your blocks going forward is that you just need to have faith in the divine. So that's letting go of everything. You just don't worry anymore. You just kind of relax and chill out, but just doing what you're doing, whatever that is. You just relax, knowing that everything's going to work out, knowing that everything's fine, knowing that justice is going to be served as well. Whatever's happened to you is all going to be put right. Yeah, inspiration as well. You'll start feeling inspired. You definitely have to move. It could be after a move. Your success and abundance could be coming to you after a move or after a holiday. And with the Seven of Pentacles here twice, whatever you're leaving, you're going to get back. If you're leaving behind Seven Pentacles, you're going to get Seven of Pentacles in the future. Whatever you've lost is going to be returned to you. And I think you've been very generous with people. And, yeah, you've been very generous with people who've taken advantage of you. I just had an image here with this card. It's like it's time to say your goodbyes. People are going to be sad to see you go. If you're leaving a workplace, or perhaps you work with people with disabilities or injured people, traumatized people, yeah, you're definitely moving away. People are going to be very sad. You're going to be hugging people. They're going to be sad to see you go. But go you must. Like something's pulling you towards your destiny. And there's a long distance. There's somebody at a distance from you that you're moving towards as well. There's boats here, boat trips. And then, you know, because we have the Strength card, the lucky lion, you know, taming that lion, taming the beast, and the Empress in service here. So, and Soulmate card. Yeah, you've done, wherever you are right now, it's done. So you just have to kind of let it all go now and understand that there's a new future for you. Otherwise, you're going to delay. You're going to delay everything by not doing the work that you need to do on yourself, and letting go of these people. But yeah, you will be consulting experts. So, but everything's, yeah, you'll find the right person, whatever it is. Yeah, you might have been turned down for a job, like a management position, but that's because you can't work in these corporate environments anymore that, you know, are harmful, corrupt environments. So there's inspiration here too. You're going to be guided to inspire people. Your story is inspirational, something like that. It's like your life is a movie, is it? I don't know. So what else is there? I want one more card. What do we want? Oh, we haven't used these. We'll just use these. Okay, so the blocks. Can we just be clear about the blocks and the movement for, oh yeah, look. Three of Pentacles, consulting an expert. The work, the place you work in. Or you have to complete some study. Surrender. Stop worrying about how the money's going to come. Stop trying to think of what you meant to, like, stop thinking about what it is you're going to do as far as your finances are concerned, because you don't need to do it. You're moving to a much more natural way of living, of life, where you're going to meet soulmates, you know, where you have red sunsets and dolphins, perhaps. So, what's going on here? There's father and mother healing as well, I'm getting. So, yeah, Six of Pentacles. So, you know, forgiveness involves reparations. So, you're going to be paid your dues. Oh, you're going to pay your dues. Yeah, somebody wants your forgiveness is what I'm getting. But if you've been harmed in some way and you're suing anybody, you're going to be getting a payment, that a reparations payment, to help you get started again. If not, like if it's not going to be through something formal, like 3D courts and things like that, then it's going to be, money's just going to come in from somewhere. And the Chariot, yeah, you're leaving. It's been a long, hard road and you're nearly at the end of it. And not everybody, like people go, oh, there's victory, the Chariot's here. That's actually not true. Like, to the victor go the spoils. It's like, who can stay the course? Who can make it? But yeah, there's travelling here. So you're travelling, you're moving away. Yeah, definitely moving away. And you'll have the money. Somebody might owe you money and pay it back to you. Or you have to finalize some payments, like pay your taxes or something as well. So yeah, but somebody's sorry to see you go. See? They want to follow you, but they can't. Because they've got stuff they have to sort out, you know, these burdens. But also you're leaving all these burdens behind. It's time, you know, it's time to free yourself from it all. We have a King of Cups here. You know, it could be a King of Cups coming in as a partnership for you. Somebody who's very balanced. The Jolly King, lots of fun. And the Star card. And then we have the Empress. Could be somebody, you could be a little bit older than this person, not by much, like maybe, like, not if these cards aren't for people under 30. So let's say you're 35, you're 45, then you'll meet somebody 35. Like there could be a 10-year difference for anybody over the age of 35. Empress energy. Cleansing, healing together, synergy, looking for the signs. So you're going to be very successful at something. And you will have somebody, the right person, who's going to help you, encourage you and support you as you do them. And you're going to have a glow up. And the Empress is ready to give birth to ideas. Like, you know, the Empress is sitting on top of this Seven of Pentacles. Your fruits of your labours, there's growth. So you're going to grow something new, birth something new. And dolphin energy, you know, highly intelligent, intuitive, psychic energy. So yeah, the end of a long, hard road. And the Wheel of Fortune's here, so things are about to change, like it's imminent. But as I said, there's some kind of forgiveness needed. We've got this going on here, yeah. And the Fool falling off the wheel, yeah. So if you're worried about travel or going on a holiday, you'll have a lovely time and you'll meet someone. Yeah. So that's kind of all I have to say. I'm going to do a completely different topic tomorrow because this reading's kind of a little bit of a... Have a look at yesterday's reading. But... And you're going to have enough money to give away, like to be charitable as well. Remember to, you know, Six of Pentacles is giving and receiving, reciprocal payments. You know, things are going to be reciprocated to you. Like the more you give to the right people, the more the divine will push you forward as well. And you can't do that for brownie points. Like, you know, you have to do it from the goodness of your heart. But there's also somebody who keeps coming to you for money, and it doesn't matter how much money you give them, they still want more. So be careful of that. Alright, that's it. Love to you guys.